Happy Monday, happy new week. How many of you guys were like up late because of the storm? What is she doing right there? Did it keep you up? My friends are all like, I didn't get any sleep last night. It was really loud, right? Jordan, you were knocked out the whole time.
Guys, do you guys know about our dog?
I actually could feel the house shake a little bit. I was like a little nervous, but it was good. Y'all, it's just been a crazy time, right? Do you guys feel like when you clean the house with your family there, I feel like I clean the house 5 times a day. I feel like I load the dishwasher 3 times a day because in the morning I'm taking out the clean, putting in the dirty. Midday I'm doing it. And then again at night, I'm like cleaning and doing so many dishes, and I'm not a hand dishwasher. So if you are, that's great. No judgment here because I'm not. But I just feel like I'm cleaning constantly. And the laundry, let's not talk about the laundry. But Jordan and I were out in the neighborhood for a walk today. And I was just thinking, because in our neighborhood, there's not like a ton of runners on our like immediate streets. Typically, there are a ton of people. And there's a little bit fewer, which is great. But the few times that we'll come across someone, we are all so courteous to kind of like change to the other side of the road, or
Mommy,
to keep that distancing.
Mommy, I want them to see my dog.
You want them to see your doggy? Your dolly?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Her name is Lily.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking.
Her bottle and actually has water in it.
Yes, it does. So I was just thinking about the 6-foot social distancing rule and how it really doesn't apply when you're out working out. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but this is something that I learned, that if you were actually, hey Anissa, thanks for watching. If you guys are actually out walking and there are like people in front of you or behind you, you really want to be more mindful than the 6-foot rule. You really want to do like 15 feet because of the aerosols and how they stay in the air. And if it's humid out, the droplets, the little aerosols from your breath or your sneeze or your cough, they stay in the air even longer. So 15 feet is a great rule of thumb for when you're walking. Now, if you're like doing a slow jog or a slow cycle, I took notes here, it's 33 feet. 33 feet. So if you're like out in your neighborhood or wherever you're, walking or running, you want to be really mindful of this. 33 feet before those droplets are safe enough to hit the ground and you can kind of run in that same air. So be really mindful. But if you're like full on running or like fast cycling on your bike, it's actually 65 feet because of the amount of time it takes you. You're moving at a much faster rate. So you're like going to run into those droplets faster. So 65 feet, that's kind of a long way. Honestly, if I were running or jogging or cycling that fast, I don't even know how I would measure that. And I'm not that great at measuring stuff like that without an actual ruler or something. So if you're out running that fast or cycling, I would just say, they say it's actually better to run side by side. Like if you're running with someone, rather than be behind them in their droplets, it's actually safer if you run beside them. That way the droplets are all behind you, the aerosols are all behind you. But if there are people ahead of you, you want to keep a really good distance. The 6-foot rule only applies if you're like in a grocery store or, in a setting like that, kind of standing around. But if you're doing like actively walking your dog, walking with your kids so that you don't kill them between homeschool sessions, or that is a totally different rule. So 6 foot doesn't apply there. And that's something that I learned and was just thinking about that today when we were out in our neighborhood. And I'm so grateful our neighbors are so courteous. Like when we see someone coming, we just kind of cross over, or they'll cross over. And I just really appreciate that everyone's kind of doing that. Some people have their masks on, some people don't, and so you have to be really careful. And my child is throwing her doll up and down. So we were just out today, and it looks like it's about to rain again. I don't know if it's going to storm again tonight or what, but I just thought about that, and I thought, I wonder if our dental family knows this, because I know a lot of you are really into like kind of staying fit and staying active, and so that's something that you might want to know. 15 feet when walking, 33 feet when jogging slowly or cycling slowly, and 65 feet when running or fast cycling. So be careful, be safe out there, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys later in the week. Stay safe and healthy, y'all.